Unreal.
Boomer! What's up, everyone? How are you feeling? I feel pretty good. I did tweet that I was going to vomit. Like 90 seconds left in the game, but we made it. I made it.
Sorry, I'm getting my stuff pulled up.
Yeah, so welcome. So if you are here for the first time, thank you for joining us, and you picked a great one to join on. And we are the Sooner Smiths. I am Tierney Smith.
I'm Chad Smith.
And we are going to be doing the postgame today. Josh couldn't join us because he is covering his first basketball game today. He'll be covering the men's game as they play Nebraska, I believe. So no Josh today, just us. So, man, it's just, wow. Like, I want to say, too, in our podcast on Monday, I'm very bad at picking scores. For whatever reason, I hate picking them. I said 23-20. So that was really, really close. And my husband just left me. So now I'm just going to sit here a cappella all by myself. It's fine. He's back. Yeah, our lighting situation is real tough here, but we're doing the best we can with it.
I hate it. I don't hate the win by Oklahoma, though. Going to pull up stat broadcasts. Meant to have some of this done, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm still kind of in shock we just won this game.
Also, shout out to Taylor Wine. He did step up.
Unbelievable.
Had a good game with our Mason Thomas being out for sure.
Give us y'all's biggest takes in the comments. I want to kind of roll this off of what the fans are thinking right now.
Yeah, what defensive recruit would not want to play on that BV defense by Boomer 129? I agree. We flipped a guy. Well, he was offensive. No, he was defensive from Tennessee. Right? We flipped a guy from the Tennessee game. But regardless.
Oklahoma, though, let's start it out. Beats Alabama in Alabama.
Number 4, Alabama.
The number 4 team in the country. And
undefeated in conference play.
Again, it's a game where you feel like OU really didn't play that well offensively. Alabama was probably outplayed us in a lot of the game. But doesn't matter. What matters is, I guess, the scoreboard at the end. Not even I guess it is all that matters.
Yeah, I think the only margin that we even won was the turnover margin. I think they beat us in every other category field goals. But it's field goals and turnovers, guys.
Looks better. 23-21 the final. Oklahoma, 212 total yards, 406 yards for Alabama. Pass yards, 138-326. Rush yards, 74-80. Penalties. Oklahoma only 5 penalties for 37 yards. EPL, that makes me want to just throw them sometimes with some of the inopportune penalties we get. But, you know, it is what it is. I am just excited that finally you have a team that can go on the road and win those kind of games where the defense really does feel like they believe they're just better than everyone else. And it shows in the way they play. Trying to look up some stats here. What was y'all's big takeaways, though? Let us know in the comments. Throw them in there. Also, like the video. Share it if you can. If you're watching on Twitter, give it a retweet and a like. It helps spread it and get it out there to more people. So big win for BV. In my opinion, it's got to be the biggest win in his career, even over the Texas win in 2023. Yeah. It just seems like it is a road game in which, man, it's one of those. If you ever get an offense that can be consistent, you probably are a legitimate national championship contender. Because even then, you can bring up yards, you can bring up a lot of things. End of the day, points are all that matters. And you gave up 21 to a Alabama team that was coming off of a down game against LSU, maybe a little bit of a trap game for them. It was a team in which they had a lot that they wanted to show to a national audience, and they didn't. They when it came down to the final scores, I'm going to go to the defense here and the drives per quarter, if I can find them. But it pretty much was a game in which whenever it came down to it, the fourth quarter summary, total yards, 40 for Alabama, 24 for Oklahoma. But 10 rush yards for Alabama and that, -2 for Oklahoma. So, on the score, it doesn't look that different. But for me, you come out and you give them no points on – I'm trying to find the drive-by-drive, the end result. 4th and goal or quarter 4. Let's see, quarter 4, current drive, ascending – yeah, the 24, the field goal to make it 23-20, and then
we own the state of Oklahoma 4-0 since joining the conference. I'm giving you some time to find the stats. So you don't have any rush. Huge win. Now teams need to come through Oklahoma. Absolutely. We have to show up at home. That's the thing. You can't rest on your laurels. You can't get comfortable. You have to win at home. And you should win these games at home. Huge win without R. Mason Thomas and limited Jada Jackson. Absolutely. And then we had a limited Xavier Robinson as well because of that knee situation. So I hope that that's going to get cleared up, which he did go back in the game after we saw that he was in a knee brace. But even then, like, it was limited.
Yeah.
Caden, he said, is it true that DeBoer didn't shake Venable's hand after the game?
No, I didn't see it.
I don't know, but we were setting up here, so don't really know. Someone else said they didn't see it from theirs, so that's interesting. She said, Andy, I just saw Kathy. Andy. This is what good teams do. The offense has not had a consistent O-line all year. Big win for BB by Perryman. Yeah, our kicker is elite. Yeah, shout out Tate Sandell. Talking about winning and losing games. This man will win you a game. And I think Chad has mentioned it a million times in our podcast, especially with SEC. A lot of these games come down to one score. So if you have a weapon like him, he made a 52-yarder.
You miss that, you lose the game.
Yeah, if we miss it, we lose the game. Like, then they missed theirs, then they lost the game. Well, what's really hilarious is the kicker for Alabama. The snap was high, but the hold was down in time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and Wine got a hand on it, but even if he had it shanked it left, I don't think Wine gets that much of a hand on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's sitting there yelling at the snapper. Dude, yell at yourself.
Right.
Come on,
you got to make that. Well, if you're an Alabama fan, sorry, T. Thank you for kind of running that there for a sec. What I love about our defense, and the reason why I want to give them so much credit is because you go out and you start out really well. Punt, you force Alabama to the first 2 drives of punt, then you get the interception. Then Alabama's next 4 drives, touchdown, field goal, touchdown. So 20. So what? Sorry, but what was that? It was touchdown, field goal attempt, missed field goal, then touchdown. So in scoring position, at least 4 straight drives, and 3 of those you give up touchdowns.
And one of them we should have had an interception on.
Yeah. And then after that, when you have you can't if you give up any more, but especially with the way our offense is playing, I still to this day I'm confused about what we do. But neither here nor there.
Did you just take my water?
Oh, mine's right there. I did. The last 4 possessions, the defense gave up. The defense was out there. They force a punt. They get a fumble. They force a punt. They get a turnover on downs. In the biggest moments of the game, you had players that have to make plays. You see Taylor Wine go out there, force a fumble. You see Peyton Bowen get a big breakup. His brother obviously gets the touchdown, pick 6. It was everything you wanted to see from a defensive side of the ball, answering the call again. And again, this defense continues to be a team that, they'll give up chunk plays here and there, but it is going to be difficult once you get in that red zone space to score on them. And again, it's funny because you look up and you think, man, they got gashed for 400 yards. They got gashed in a lot of different ways. They gave up 3 touchdowns total. Mm-hmm. You should win most of the games you ever play if you only give up 21 points.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Against the offenses we're playing.
Absolutely.
You should do that. And so, again, I'm so excited for BV. I'm excited. I told everyone they were wrong when they wanted to fire him last year. You all were wrong. You're still wrong if you think that. There's no hot seat with BV. Even if he loses the next 2, there's no hot seat with him. I'm just saying that's a talking point that it's just not even a discussion.
And also, too,
sorry.
Clemson. Everyone's like, oh, what happened to the Clemson defense? It's almost like this stuff just doesn't grow on trees. And that's the thing that everybody seems to think that happen is like your good teams just grow on trees. It just happens out of nowhere. And people will point out Indiana or Vandy. Here's the thing. Don't act like y'all been following them that long to know where they've truly been. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, like, they could have been building up to these moments.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Indiana was in the playoff last year.
Yeah.
And they didn't do too hot. But, I mean, it's not like they just, boom, happened. Like, it does take time. And so that was always my biggest issue with the BV. So I'm like, this defense is freaking good.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose this defense, have to start over on the defensive and offensive side of the ball again. That was my biggest issue. And holy cow, though, man, I can't believe it. I feel like the whole game I was just waiting for. You were.
You were. I mean, you as in the OU fan. The OU fan was. We all were.
For the collapse, especially when they made the
collapse.
The collapse. Especially when they scored the touchdown to go ahead. It was just like, and here it is.
And
what it was fun while it lasted.
I'm going to check this, but I think I'm right on this. So I think that a little bit of BV's this is my theory on this. I think BV is okay giving up a ton of yards and you gashing us, because I think he believes his defense is so good that if you have to throw it over 40 times, he's gonna get turnovers on you. We're too good at rushing the passer. We're gonna get in your make you nervous. Ty Simpson was sped up all day. You have to stop looking at it; it's distracting me.
Sorry.
Ty Simpson was sped up all day. We'll get him. We'll go back and look at him. And I think that let me check what the Tennessee.
And he was sped up without our guy who does the most speeding up.
Yeah, I mean it was, and I think what BV's whole point is that if he can force you not to run the ball, which they don't run it well anyways. At least that freshman, the number 4 kid they have, Daniel Hill he's kind of their Xavier Robinson, really. I mean, he's going to be the guy they're going to feature from now on. He's a better running back than Jam Miller. He just falls forward. He has size. He's 245 pounds.
Is his name actually Jam?
And
Or is that a nickname?
no, Jam Miller, J-A-M.
I just didn't know if that was like a nickname.
And I want to say that Aguilar had 42 pass attempts last week. In this week, guess how many to the number Ty Simpson had? 42. And you drop them back, you make them have to stay in the pocket. What do you have? You have a forced fumble and you have an interception. And in one possession games, those are huge.
Huge.
And I'm looking right now. Let me see. It was 45. So he had 45 pass attempts, 29 to 45. Funny enough, they both had the same. Mateer was 65% completions, 15 to 23. Ty Simpson, 67, 28 to 42. Difference, though, I mean, one interception and no interceptions. And we can talk later about if I think
Do you have this? How many times was Simpson pressured?
I don't know if I have
There's
well, let me see. There's advanced stats here. Let me see. Third down conversions, power rushing, run stuffed, nullified field possessions. Read some stuff. So much. Average sack adjusted. Read some stuff, so I'm not just.
Oh, sorry. All right. So now I can go back to the comments. Yay. Yeah. It says no team in college football has never experienced a defense like ours, plain and simple. Sorry, Aaron. I butchered that one. Boomer Sooner Love from San Antonio. I tune out quarter 3 because we do have a quarter 3 problem. We do. We definitely do. Can you imagine if we had the offense from 17 paired with this defense? We would have looked like BAMA or LSU in 2019. Stacy said, I told everyone we can win this game, especially after Tennessee win. Hey, I believed you. I said 23-20. But now you did call the turnovers. I will say that. Stacy's sitting there saying, we're going to get several turnovers. And she was right.
You look at the defense. I don't have the pressure rates. I'm trying to find. They just don't have those out yet. And I don't know how quickly those come. Well, I don't know how fast they release, how those come out. But if they come out, if I see it on here, I'll try to find it. But just first half, second half totals. Oklahoma gives up, obviously, 17-14 going in the half. Alabama has 274 total yards in the first half. They have 132 total yards in the second. They have 28 rushing yards in this first half. They have set 52 in the second.
Which a lot of those probably came at the end of the game there. They were just running the clock.
Yeah.
Which makes you wonder, why were they trying to run the clock like that? After your field goal kicker missed, why were you settling what it seemed like for a field goal?
Pass yards, Oklahoma has 58 in the first half. They have 80 in the second half. Alabama has 246 passing yards in the first half. They have 80, the same exact amount in the second half as well. It is, what was it, the first time they've lost a home playoff or homecoming game? My brother-in-law, shout out Derek, since LSU in 2001. Is that what it said? 2002?
Really early.
It's early 2000s.
Derek, I know
it was the first, I think it was 2002, 2001. Is it the, I think it's only their third conference loss at home since 2019, or first conference loss at home since 2019.
That is crazy.
Or maybe their third. I can't remember the exact stat on that. But it was.
DeBoer is 12 he was 12-1 going into this game for November games at BAMA.
Mm-hmm.
Which the one was courtesy of us in 2024, and now he is 12-2, 2 courtesy of Oklahoma. Just wild. And
they say what Kirby has a Bama problem. I think Alabama has an Oklahoma problem. That's twice that. This year I thought that we'd win this game because I just thought that our defense is good enough to. And I'll be honest, I thought our offense would be a little bit better. They're still they just don't have the guys, I guess, to really. I don't know. I would like to see him do a lot more on offense, but Mateer still doesn't look great. He looks average. He doesn't look like he had a great run. That was an awesome touchdown run, but nothing that really makes you excited. The Oklahoma football had a repost that said "Homecoming Kings" with a W behind it. That's cool.
It was confirmed that it was 2001 that LSU
2001, yeah,
beat Alabama 35-21. Wow, they scored 21 then too.
Oklahoma has 4 ranked 4 wins against ranked opponents. It's the most in the country. We have as many ranked wins as Ohio State and Indiana combined. It's, some people will say we have more losses, but we also play teams that I think would if not beat Alabama and Indiana. I think Indiana has a 3 or 4. I think Indiana is a 3-loss team in the SEC. I don't think I think they'll get exposed pretty quickly when they get in the playoff.
Kaden asked, did Jaden Jackson come back into the game? He did on the first punt that they had in the second half, I believe.
Yep.
And then, but I didn't know if I saw. Did we see him at the end of the game?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't think he came in much after that.
No, didn't come in much after that. But I'm trying to just see if any stats are released.
I mean, that shows to me the depth of defense. If you're able to win without your best defensive lineman and then your best edge rush. I mean, I guess they're on the line, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You get to 2 of your best, if not your best defenders. We won without them.
I think Jaden Jackson, that injury is because the fact that the D line is so much bigger just physically. I think when he went down, or the fact he couldn't play consistently, you saw it kind of gashing us there late, where they were really starting to push us pretty easily. Mm-hmm. And even the 1 or 2 drives he got in the second half, it was pretty clear he's such an anchor in the middle. He's so hard to move. He's so strong that it really makes it difficult for teams to run the ball. But when he came in, he did it. And what's funny is Taylor Wine is still. I know he's that good. I just, for whatever reason, it's just wow every time he does it, because he's not the greatest athlete. He just grinds. He's a gamer. Yeah. Owen Heineke, he'll have some plays on film he'll want to not watch.
I feel like were uncharacteristic of him of late. For sure.
He got absolutely broke off by Ty Simpson
too. He took some very bad angles today.
No.
Bad enough, and I was like,
dude,
I noticed that. That's bad.
It is. It is very. I don't know. I feel bad for the guy because he does play really well, and he got broke off in midfield by a quarterback that's not known to be the greatest athlete. So, by the way, John Mateer juked about 5 people to get 3 yards, which was kind of cool to see. It was cool to see him moving again like that. But man, you go into Alabama and you go into a game that Kalen DeBoer wears the black hoodie again. I told Jackson Monday I wanted the black hoodie out. It's not in Oklahoma. It might work against Georgia in these lesser programs. I said it. It's in these lesser programs.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm kidding, Georgia fans. But you go back-to-back at Tennessee, 2 top 15 road games, and you go into Tuscaloosa, and you beat both of them. I don't know what else you got to say about that. It pretty much speaks for itself.
Who else has done that before? Who else has had to go into 2 of the toughest environments in college football and got both those road wins?
I don't know. I'm just so happy.
That's not an easy feat by any means. To go to 2 road games back to back for anybody is not an easy feat, but let alone 2 of the loudest, craziest, biggest, most well-known teams.
Yeah. And here's this too. This is 3-0 on the season in true road games, and we snapped Alabama's 17 home game win streak.
I love it when streaks are when we break streaks instead of us being the ones that.
Yeah, it's nice to be on that side of it, right?
We always say OU's always on the end of record-breaking things. It seems like as OU fans, there's always somebody for some sports. It's this is the first time here. This is the worst loss here. At the Final Four, it's can we just finally be on? Can we be on the good side of these streaks for once, please?
And I just saw this guy.
Knock, knock, knock. Tate Sandell.
Great.
He's now has the streak for most made field goals. He beats Gabe Burkett. I can never say his last name correctly. Also has the most 50-yarders, correct?
He's second for the all-time record in a season. He has 7. 8's the record. They showed it during the broadcast. I can't remember the guy's name. I think it was from UNLV though.
Wow.
Oklahoma has never lost in the regular season to Alabama. That's wild.
Dang.
They've never lost. They lost in the Orange Bowl way back when, and then we lost obviously in the playoff game that one year. But it's weird. It's there's so much to say and think about, but then at the end of the day, it's just it's kind of speaks for it's a wild.
Excuse me, Oklahoma fans. What is the best way to prepare crow?
I will say T-Bob on the Unnecessary Roughness of Barstool podcast is hilarious, but they all week they talked about how Oklahoma's no chance. That's not worth even playing the game. Basically, it just makes you so happy to win these kind of games for that reason. It really just does.
Marcus Bowman said we missed a lot of touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
And
and that's the thing that and somebody mentioned it. I forgot who it was. If you're watching, you can let me know if it was you. But somebody said, do you think because we have Tate Sandell, it makes us be a little more reserved in the red zone. And
yes,
we're
and
like,
it's annoying.
and part of us was at the beginning, we're like, well, no, but we gotta give you're saying 100% now, yes.
Mhm.
I feel that we almost just once we get into like his range, it's like, all right, well, we'll just make sure we don't turn it over.
Yeah.
And we get points.
And
or, a false start.
And John Mateer is going to have to get back to letting it sling a little bit whenever he's in the pass game. He has Giovanni Gibson there for a touchdown. If he just throws the hitch route to him when he's wide open, he runs around, Giovanni gets open again, he doesn't throw it. What worries me is I really think they've coached out what made John good in the early games. Like, yeah, he might have turned it over some. I think some of that still was on the receivers kind of breaking off routes at the wrong time. And I think they've coached out the carefree gunslinger and they made him too much of a just don't turn it over.
Yeah.
And I think even on the intentional grounding, it was, you see how quickly he's just getting rid of it. He still doesn't do a good job of staying in the pocket. He gets out of the pocket too quickly. I don't know if that's PTSD from early in the season. Fair enough if it is. But
the offensive line has shown they can give him time.
Yeah, and I think he owes it to them to trust him because there's a couple times a day when you go back and watch that he starts running out of the pocket and there's no reason to leave it early. It's like he doesn't trust that he has enough time to just let it develop if it's not open right there.
And then a lot of the times, like now we're getting a holding call because you're holding it so long. Which, by the way, I'm so sick of them calling holds on us.
Yeah,
we got one today though. I think that's the first since the Auburn game that we even got a holding for us. But like towards the end, they had a hold on. Sorry. I think the second or third down with Ty Simpson scrambling. It was no worse than Fasusi's was, and it wasn't called. It's like, come on, like, good night. But whatever. We won without him, but it's just insane. Also, the insane pickup of the flag for a face mask. And then to say, oh, yeah, there was no.
Well, that should be roughing the passer, I think, at minimum, because you're not allowed to make contact to the quarterback's helmet or head or neck area at all. Now, even with your hands. By the way, just saying this, don't mean to bring Tom Brady up, but he would have lost a playoff game in the 1 year they won the Super Bowl if D Ford, it wasn't even D Ford. It was the Jones. I can't remember his first name. Does that exact same thing. Tom Brady throws a horrible pass, chokes it like he often did until the refs bailed him out, and then. That was a horrible pass, nowhere near Rob Gronkowski. Jones just literally does this. It grazes his helmet, and they call roughing the passer, give him a first down. They go on and kick a field goal to win. By the way, after that roughing the passer, he got like 4 more yards because it put him in field goal range. I don't know. I'm just saying I wish it was fair for people I've rooted for instead of just big evils all the time. Just a little, just calling, trying to be fair.
For the big evil, apparently.
Who?
The Sith Lord, Jerry Jones's team.
Oh, gosh. Well, now how's that work out?
Somebody put a meme up that said a white Yoda looks like Jerry Jones, and now I can't see it.
I'm trying to find. See if they tweet out this pressure rate.
Like Ty Simpson 100% gets that call. 2, like
you're right. That's
I mean, I know he didn't.
Right.
You've seen people touch it and then like let go, and they call that. But like he pulls the whole face mask down. It like covers John's eyes. And it's just picked up. That's what's weird to me. Like, I don't understand how it was thrown. And then you decide, because you can't review it. You just decide, never mind.
I did. I was shocked to see us get a holding call.
One.
That was
their other penalty?
Shocking.
Did they have
they had a holding. They had
2 penalties. We should remember.
Oh gosh, what was their other one?
Do you remember what their other
false
penalty was?
start. Oh no, I can't remember. The holding was huge.
Huge.
Man, I'm just so glad. I'm so
Also,
happy for BV.
Huge, at the end, when they were confused on offense and had to blow their second timeout, that was huge because that allows us to only take 2 knees.
Yep.
I mean, we still could have won, but
and they tried to play this little. I mean, what kind of crap was that to give them that stupid that injury timeout and save their offensive player?
Well, I mean, he was actually really hurt. I think
came in the next. He's the one that ran the reverse. He was fine.
Oh.
He got up after that. He was just pouting because he got. By the way, you're 2 yards away from the first down line. I'm not letting you fight and maybe get out of a tackle and get the first. You're out of your mind. I don't know why that was even. I know the fans got upset, but.
Right, but my thing is, I don't feel like Marcus Strong came in that late. Or maybe. I mean, I guess maybe I'm biased, but they only showed it that one time, and I didn't think anybody came in late because apparently the fans are booing because they thought it was a late hit or.
Like I think they thought when he threw him down, it should have been unnecessary roughness.
Well, we've seen our players get thrown down and nothing. So.
Yes, I mean it shouldn't even. Yeah, that was.
Boomer129 said there was definitely some refs home cooking for BAMA. Absolutely. But that's just how it's always been. Like, even before we were in the SEC, we would watch Bama and be like, isn't it insane how seems like to get every call? It's like they're already the better team. And then you get every call on top of it. Like, it just makes it almost impossible to beat them.
If you're wondering total plays, Alabama had 75, Oklahoma 51. You got to, man, if our offense could ever get to where they're ever the leader in time of possession, it would be, I don't know if a team would, I mean, it would be so difficult to score on us.
It's another reason you have to give it up to the defense.
It's just like, goodness.
They were literally on the field so much and still at the end were able to get stops. And you can tell they were gassed.
You're down, what, 3 starters on defense? Gentry Williams out again? I don't even know if you should call him a starter anymore. God bless him. I hope he's okay. He gets back someday. But
Gentry,
he's out so much, it's hard to – but R. Mason Thomas and then Jackson basically was a no – I mean, besides the maybe 3 – like, he probably had 9 snaps this whole game. It was one of those where you saw the importance of Sandell again, and John, obviously a great run. But, man, I think just having X-Rob for those early downs where he can turn a negative play into 2 yards, 3 yards is so huge. Because over a game, that's an extra 25 yards of offense, or even and that's almost 2 first downs.
Right.
It just makes it such a bonus or benefit. And for me, it's looking forward, I guess. You should win these next 2. So, I mean, I'm we can talk about it because we're not playing. They shouldn't lose this. You're going to go up against a true freshman quarterback in Missouri because their starter got hurt in Bo Perbula. You're going up against an LSU team that if you can just, I think, beat them up in those first couple series, they'll give up. They have nothing to play for. I don't think Nussmeier really wants to be out there right now because he's banged up and he's trying to go to the league. Mm-hmm. So that Van Buren guy, though, was pretty good. Their backup. He has at least a little bit of a spark. So also, you hop on them early, I think you can get it.
They do have 2 players on their team that are going to want to come in and show us something.
Yeah. No, I think, Nick Anderson may be back. He might. He's likely out the rest of the year.
Never mind. They got 1 player.
There was a tweet by I think Pete Nakos that said the MRI came back better than expected, so he might. Now that means he probably won't play until 2 years from now because Nick Anderson. But
Chris says, "Will we move up in the rankings now?"
We
should.
No, there's no. Yeah, we will.
100% should.
We'll probably be around 6, 7 at the. No, I would say 6 or 7 at the highest.
Ahead of us.
You go on the road. You also have to look at like what you've done the last 2 weeks. You went the last 2 games, 2 top 15 road games against. I think everyone considers the hardest road environment in Tennessee or the best crowd, and then you go to Tuscaloosa, 17 home game win streak. You snap that. Or you're beating a team that a lot of people thought, especially after the way Miami's played, was the best team in the country right now. And you beat them on the road.
Okay, so who is ahead of us right now? Ohio State, Indiana, and Texas A&M are going to stay where they are.
Yep.
Texas A&M could drop a spot or 2 just because you almost blew it to a South Carolina team. Georgia, if they win, they're going to stay where they are. Oregon won. Ole Miss, they beat someone who. Texas Tech.
All the teams in front of us win. The difference is, what does this win mean?
Texas might. So Texas or Georgia, one of those are going to drop.
Yeah.
Because they're going to lose. And then us at 11.
So I think you're 6 or 7 around there. I think we'll jump some teams just because of how big. I mean, it's the number 4 team in the country. That's the thing. It's not like we went and beat, the number 11.
Right. We should definitely.
It might be.
We should jump Notre Dame, although there's a Notre Dame bias for whatever reason. To me, you jump Texas Tech because Texas Tech's hardest opponent has been BYU.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, it just. Not that Texas Tech isn't good. I'm just not impressed with anybody in the Big 12. Ole Miss, we lost to them. So to me, it's hard to think about jumping them.
Right.
But also, if we have better wins.
Yeah, true.
It is what it is.
Texas, for the Texas game, or I think someone said, so we're in contention. Absolutely, we're in contention. We're definitely past the idiotic G5, group of 5 automatic contender.
The ACC and the G5 should not be allowed to play.
Well,
you want the best. If you're looking for 12 best, I understand that you should have a G5 in there if they're undefeated.
I still don't think you can get them.
To me, if they're undefeated and they've at least played some Power 4 teams,
there's definitely ways in which.
But there should not be one this year. They were talking UCF.
North Texas would go in there and they'll get beat by 40.
Yes.
Oklahoma would beat them so badly it wouldn't even be competitive. And they are a good G5 team.
Yeah.
They beat Navy, who beat you at South Florida today.
Right.
Who South Florida beat 63 to 30 something against North Texas. There's just none of those teams are ever going to be competitive on I don't even care. UCF on their best year would not have had a chance to win a national championship.
Again, you're keeping out a team that is better, who plays better competition. But I'm like, well, what about They don't have a shot to win.
Nope.
So just making it's not going to happen.
I wish they get rid of the conference championship automatic qualifiers. I think it's stupid.
They
I think
should as well,
I think the
especially
ACC
this
doesn't
year.
have a good. I don't think the ACC has a deserving team. They might have one. I don't think the Big 12 has Texas Tech, and that's it. The fact Notre Dame gets to lose the only 2 hard games of the year and skate by and with an easy schedule, and now they're apparently a good team. I think they're pretenders. I think they would be a 4 or 5 loss team in the SEC. Don't think they're very good. They have a very good running back, and that's it. Oklahoma can beat every team in the country. The hardest ones where I would probably not pick us for sure would be your Ohio States. I'd pick us to beat Indiana. I just don't think Indiana's amazing on offense, even though they have good offensive stats. Yeah, the thing you look at is NFL talent. There's not many NFL guys on Indiana's team. There's just not. So people can get mad at that all they want. Indiana just – so I wouldn't pick us to beat A&M right now. I think A&M's really good, even though South Carolina took them to the wire. You saw in the second half how good A&M was when they woke up and didn't play like idiots. There's a lot of teams where I think we could beat them. Oregon would be another tough one because they're so – I don't know, Ben. I don't know though. They're very athletic. They got – yeah. The thing about Oklahoma is like they make you one-dimensional. And where Alabama – and this is where if we had an offense that was competent – Alabama, I knew would struggle to do much offensively on us in terms of like score because they don't. If you're just going to throw the ball on us 40 times, you're going to get turned over as we've seen. Which, by the way, apparently we practiced punching the ball out during the bye week because the peanut punch was effective for us today.
Is that really what it's called?
Yeah. It was named after. Oh gosh, peanut. It was named after an NFL player that made it kind of.
Can I pause you for a second?
Yeah.
All right, so looks like we have over 400 people listening, whether you're listening from Facebook or X or on YouTube. If you are watching on X or Facebook, please jump over onto YouTube. There is a live chat going on. We'd love to see your opinions and your comments and build the community here. On top of that, it would really, really help us if you could throw a like on the comment, share the video, subscribe to our channel. We are here every Monday at 7 p.m. We do our Sooner Smiths live show together, and we also have our little dog, Zeno. He also makes picks, which he was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
He picked Bama.
He needs to keep picking against us.
He pick against us. He picked Tennessee too, and we won that one. But we also have Josh. He's live every Tuesday, and he's been doing some previews on Thursday. He usually joins us on post games when he can. He couldn't last week either because he was in Neyland Stadium, so awesome for him. And he's been throwing content out there on Sundays. So lots of content for you guys. So if you just subscribe to our channel, we'd really appreciate it. Then definitely like and comment on the videos. Although we have the live chat going on right now, when we go off live, if you could just throw a comment with a boomer, your player of the game, your moment of the game, like what your predictions are, just anything that really, really helps us and helps spread the word and helps growing our channel here.
Peanut Punch made famous by Charles Tillman, by the way. Should have known that off the head. Played 2003 with the Chicago Bears.
I've really never heard that.
So he made it famous to like try to punch the ball out and was really good at it. So people practice that now, and goodness, it looked like we were. He is. What is encouraging, I think, for Oklahoma is that you're going to have another week in which you have the same offensive line that's going to get another week of gelling and getting better. The inopportune penalties, though, still, as much as I love EPL and I think it's the right thing to have him out there, he is for what he brings mentally and in terms of attitude is so valuable. But man, you just can't. And I don't know if the false start was just him. I was talking to my father-in-law, and he was watching and thinks he just kind of fell out of his stance. But you can't have those kind of plays. You can't.
We also were taking a while to snap the ball as well.
Yeah.
But even then, that's not an excuse. This is also a side note. The OU men are beating Nebraska at halftime 51-44.
I am encouraged that Bama Brooks thinks Oklahoma has a really good chance. That's funny. I don't know. I'm just encouraged by how they play defensively. And what I think they're going to turn into on offense. You saw Giovanni Gibson have a couple big-time catches, big-time yards after catch as well. It seems to be that they are Isaiah Satenga got his leg snaked around a guy. I don't know how it didn't snap, but he got up and was fine afterwards, I guess. But
he fumbled the ball, and you're lucky he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, that punt return he had to start the game was awesome.
Huge.
But again,
it's no penalties.
I know, but again, it's one of those where, man, it's such a big run, and then it's just, all right, well, let's just get our field goal here. Let's not do anything crazy. And I think I really do worry that they have neutered so much what John and what I don't know. I would rather have turnovers, but explosiveness, because it gives you a chance to actually go out and win games in which your defense might give up more than 21.
15 yards?
I'm not, but you go back to what Brent Venables even said at the halftime of the Tennessee game on the video that came out. his first message to the offense was offense, don't turn the ball over. Protect the ball. It wasn't go out and score here. It wasn't anything. So when your message to the offense as the leader of the team isn't go score here, put it away, but it's, hey, just don't turn it over.
Mhm.
I think they've told John Mateer more important than a big completion is just not throwing the interception. And it's just kind of made him kind of scared or a shell of himself. And he's running a lot better. I mean, his run game's there. He's just got to start trusting it, man. I'm sorry. What did you ask? What did you ask? Did we do what? One pass over 15 yards?
Yeah, did we throw one?
Actually, I think that's an advanced
Stacey
stat.
said, was this the longest punt run for us all season? I would think so. It'd be up there for sure.
Yeah, we were 2 for 2 on passes of 15 yards or more.
Okay, so we threw 2.
Yeah,
Which
they were
probably
5 of 11.
Which they were probably like 16 yards.
Yeah.
Because we definitely didn't seem to throw anything further than that. William, what's up? Welcome, dude.
I don't know what half these stats mean. Offensive success rate was 22. Theirs was 37.
Also, I want to know who has to keep this because that seems hard.
No joke. Conversion percentage. We are also, I think where's the red zone?
They literally beat us in every single category except for those turnovers and field goals.
We had an average of 3rd and 8.8. That doesn't work. I just, there's so many things that we do that just bother me offensively. I don't know. I hate whenever we go into the boundary we run it into the boundary on like 3rd and short with a running back like we did with Blaylock today.
Mm-hmm.
That just has no chance at all to be successful.
Or the pitch to the outside that we did on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that's what it's talking about.
Is that what you're talking about?
Into the boundary, the short side of the field,
I
and it's
thought you said for some reason. I thought you said running up the middle because we did that when we were when Mateer missed Giovanni. It's like we had 3 run plays that just I don't know.
We had 6 big plays. That's rushes of 10 plus or completions of 15 plus. So we had 4 rushes of 10 plus, 11.
Yeah.
240.
They beat us in just about every single category.
What are some questions y'all have for us? So we can kind of answer a couple here before Hey, Lou, what's up, man? Boomer. By the way, if you're just joining, make sure to throw a retweet or a like on the video. It helps us kind of spread the channel or spread the reaction. And if you can hop over to YouTube, throw a like and comment down there. Let us know your player of the game. I was going to start off the podcast by saying I didn't know if we were playing in Tuscaloosa or Napa Valley because it was wine time.
That's a good one.
Taylor Wine, probably your MVP.
Eli Bowen played really
well.
Have a pick 6 is huge.
Man, what's so weird to me is I don't know. They just don't do enough with Brian Williams, Alabama. I don't think he's too dynamic to just get. What did he have in terms of even targets?
I don't know. Their tight end is dang good. Too.
Cuevas, yeah, he's solid. I wonder who. I'll be interested to see the notes on who kind of messed up in terms of that touchdown because you see Kobe McKenzie and Kendall Daniels
kind of
like look at each other.
Yeah.
And also I'm done with the whole it's bullcrap to look like you're about to check out of a game. They did it to us. They could only move the ball for a little bit doing that.
Brian, thank you for reposting the stream.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
No, they had like 3 trick plays.
Yep.
Which I mean, again, we're making Alabama, the University of Alabama, run trick plays.
Yeah.
To move the ball on us or to score, like.
Yeah.
I mean, hey. But here's the thing: when Ty Simpson was coming off and like doing that, I was like, I guarantee they're going to snap it straight to the running back, and I think Kobe recognized it.
Yeah,
it just wasn't enough because I heard like he was making some motions and, but yeah, I wonder if the SEC will write a letter.
We had how many receivers caught a pat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Your battery's running low on your PC.
Oh! I got my charger.
Well, we hope we don't lose you guys.
That should be good for another minute or 2.
Stacy does agree. She says Wine is 100% MVP, but Bowen brothers were great. Come on, Sooners, push that like. Yeah, William, thank you. Come on, Sooners, push that like button. If there's ever a time to like a video, it's when we're all happy, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, go for it.
Which we should be.
Which we are almost to 500 listeners. So thank you guys once again for tuning in. We hope you join us on Monday as well. I'm trying to think.
I think, by the way, if you're watching the Texas-Georgia game, you want Texas to lose. But even strategically, I think you don't want a lot of 9-3 teams because you're banking on Texas losing tonight and to A&M, so that makes them 9-3. So even if Oklahoma somehow loses one of the last 2, you don't want to have a Texas team that has a 9-3 record with a win over yourself.
Texas is up 3-0 right now.
Well, that's not great.
Like that.
But maybe you never know.
Driving.
I just don't know. Texas defense is really good too, but I am calling Mute it. There we go. Yo, we didn't die. The computer didn't just die or anything. By the way, StreamYard, what a fantastic product to keep this going. Unbelievable.
What was crazy is as Chad was pushing the
Literally
cord into the computer, it went all black.
Quite literally.
That's
throw a comment in the Twitter if y'all have. Give us your MVP. I want to just ask.
Yeah, Caden has Kip Lewis has to be there for MVP. Has some clutch plays as well as made some forced passes. Oh gosh.
What happened?
Okay, he's got Kip Lewis.
Oh.
Stacy said we will wait.
Stacy's awesome.
Chadwick, what the heck?
Hey, I literally, you can ask T. It was right. I was literally a foot from it.
Your mom thought we were good. Sweet here. We did not see you. Eli Bowen, MVP. Someone else agrees with me. Sooners to win. Eli Bowen, MVP.
What I was saying, though, is I think you want Texas to lose because you don't want a lot of 9-3 teams to end the season. And if Texas somehow beats A&M in the last game and they're a 9-3 team and we somehow lose ours, even though, 9-3, 3-loss teams getting in, that's just, I don't know. Maybe that's still tough because I'm not in the NFL level style of where you can have that many losses, but it would be against, I don't know. You just don't want a lot of 9-3 teams out there.
Kip Lewis did have 7 tackles, all 7 solo, 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss.
He made one of the best plays of the game too, and I don't know if towards the end of the game he goes from the right hash of the field and runs and chases down Ty Simpson for a 2-yard gain.
I know. I just heard
that was. That was. I hope people don't overlook how important that was. But towards the end, I hope I can find it.
Speaking of important, Jermichael Carter coming in and making some big catches.
Unbelievable.
Like I looked at Chad, I was like, hold on, where's this kid been? Which I know he's kind of been rotated in here and there a little bit, but man, those were huge. Thank you, your mom. Thanks, Cam. Touchdown, Georgia. So that's what we heard. That's how we heard some cheering.
87-yard pick six, by the way. How long? It's got to be the longest pick six since.
No, Billy Bellman.
That was a fumble recovery, I thought.
No,
it was a pick six. That's right.
99 yards.
It was 99 right at the end, or right at the end of the game, wasn't it? Or no, was that?
No, it was early.
God, we struggled on offense that game too.
I am remembering these things. I never remember, especially with pregnancy brain.
I love it, dude. I am watching. You're watching Oklahoma players just celebrate right in front of Bama fans. Oh, it'd be the greatest thing ever. I love just watching this 87-yard. Look, there are a couple guys that I think if you're gonna have two, it'd be Wine
I
or.
understand Kip too because he was like an unsung hero. You know what I mean? He was a leading tackler. He's got 2 sacks. And that sack on third down to make it, or second down to make it like what, 3rd and 21 at the end. I mean, that's a big play. We're not thinking about this. We'll have to consult with Josh too to see who
it's probably Wine. But Kip played well too. But I think it'd probably be Wine just with the forced fumble. I mean, that's such a big play. It changed the game just to have that be able to go get, because I think it's when we got our field goal right after that, right? With Sandell. No, wait.
Taylor Wine doesn't have him for forced fumble here. It has Kendall Daniels and Samuel Masigo for the recovery.
Yeah, I don't think it's. But Taylor Wine's the one that hit him, so it'd have to be him.
I know. I was about to say this doesn't have all the stats. I mean, geez, the defense.
I just can't believe that we just won this game. That's crazy. What do y'all think about? So, do y'all agree with me on the Georgia needs to win and just go ahead and beat them, and that way, Texas has the 8-4? Because right now you're looking at us probably getting a home game. And by the way, guys, it's not crazy to think that if Texas even loses this and then they go beat and we finish our last 2 10-2, it's not crazy to think they put a Texas-Oklahoma playoff game together.
Oh my gosh, please don't do that.
I would love to play them again and get our revenge. Yeah, because I think we beat them.
If you get revenge.
Yeah, but I think we beat them. That's what's weird, because think about this: you go 10-2. Texas loses tonight to Georgia. They're going to now have two losses as well, right? Why can't I think of their schedule? There are 3 losses. My bad.
It'd be 2 SEC losses.
Yeah, 3 losses total. But then again, they go and they beat A&M, because I think it's in Austin, Texas. It's in Austin. They're going to get in the playoff, I think. You would think, right? Because they would have beaten us. We'll be a top 6-7 team. They would have beaten A&M.
Throw some respect on Arky though.
There's
Arky's
a chance.
Gonna give him a battle because they almost always.
Arkansas,
win.
man. Arkansas lost by 1 again today.
I know.
Brutal.
My brother said you're missing the hate watching.
But yeah, so I think you want. Man, that's the stumble bump. They did that. I forgot A&M did that stupid play where you fake like two guys are tripping,
Alabama.
or Alabama. Yeah, did that stupid play.
The quarterback actually faked a fall? Or did he
Yeah,
legit
it's a
fall?
fake. Yeah, it's a fake.
Okay.
It's a fake. It's called the stumble bum play.
Again, that's another trick play they had to run.
Yeah.
Insane.
Man, but and I think it doesn't need to be overlooked either. We went into these games and won them, and we're gonna have 4 of these linemen back, and 3 of them for 3 more years. It's looking really good for Oklahoma in terms of what they got coming on the offensive line.
Bill Beatenbow does.
Yep.
The two of the best offensive linemen. Craig, sorry, not Caden. He said going to Tuscaloosa was electric tonight. Oh, I bet. Head back home to Atlanta or Boomer sooner. If any of you in the crowd were also at Tennessee, like let us know the environments, like how they compare. Like which one was better, which one you liked more. I kind of feel like it has to be kneeling because it's just a night game and it's the blackout game, so we have that. Just like that's just an extra element. But just
to be fair, I'm
just curious. Also, how are the fans? As you know.
Yeah. Well, just to be fair to you, I think that the Alabama guy said that Tennessee was the best environment on the anywhere. So he even said on Gabe and Teddy's podcast, even said that the best environment to Tennessee.
Yeah, somebody on Twitter, he said, I mean, it was good. He said it compared to Tennessee, he thought like the pregame.
Yeah.
Alabama's wasn't as good.
Yeah.
Tennessee was a hell of a game.
But other than that, I think we've kind of said everything. I mean, again, it kind of, as the stats come out and stuff, we'll have more to say on Monday. But I think for right now, you're looking at a game in which, I mean, the biggest of BV's career, you're going to get another bump in the recruiting trail. You saw Hayes Fawcett already treat out the OU recruiting with the bar graph going up sign. And look, when you can't negative recruit against Oklahoma and you have a guy like BV who obviously creates NFL talent defensively, you're going to continue to build up. I think if our offense can get it going, you're going to just continue to kind of get those guys. Josiah Mickens, obviously,
right.
you saw come in. But
here's what I get tired with OU fans. They're like, oh, we need to get rid of Arbuckle. How many offensive coordinators do you want?
Yeah, people that say that just don't.
Like, again, Rome was not built in a day. And I'm not going to lie, I've been very confused about some of Arbuckle's calls. I don't know if he's also trying to find his footing this season. This is the biggest job of his career, and he's only been doing this 4 years?
Yeah,
this is year 5. So I
like the hardest thing to do is prediction. And as an offensive coordinator, you're basing your whole strategy on prediction of what you think they'll do defensively, and you miss them sometimes. And we as fans always get to second guess it because we know hindsight. Like we saw the play work or not, and it's obvious to us because we got to see the result. Where it'd be like if you knew the cards in poker, you would be the greatest player ever. But that's not how it works. So all I want is for us not to look flat. Yeah, I think you're going to be benefited, and it's weird how things kind of go full circle. You're going to get a lot of benefit from us losing those games last year because a lot of those players know what it was like to lose to Missouri, a team that we should have beaten as bad as we were. We were better than Missouri. Can't believe we lost that. And we should have beaten LSU. So I am not someone where I just don't think this team falls flat. I don't. I think defense can – I think when you're really solid defensively, it's tough to because to be a good defensive team, you have to have a certain mindset that I think is not inducive to falling flat. But if they do, then be a bad lesson to learn at a really bad time of the season.
We've also reached 600 listeners and viewers, so thank you again for your support. Please hop over onto YouTube and give the video a like because that could go a really long way with us, as well as giving a comment, retweeting, and then subscribing to our channel as well. We will be here back on Monday. We will be live. So just a small thing. It doesn't take you much time to just go onto YouTube and throw a like. So that'd be fantastic. Super nice.
And apparently there's drama about this non-catch call for Bernard when Bowen kind of popped when he landed out of bounds and the ball went flying out of it. You have to complete the catch to the ground, people. I don't know why that's
he was also bobbled it, got it, bobbled it out.
Right.
And the other guy was doing this, he's clearly bobbling the ball. And you have to just survive the ground.
God, I love whenever I go back and get a look at all these things.
All the things that I said we didn't have a chance.
National college football reporter for CBS Sports. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a game where Alabama's up 2 to 3 touchdowns at half. Well, you're going to be more than surprised, you moron. Yeah.
David Pollock picked OU to win.
He did.
Knew I loved that man.
David Pollock did.
It's a good man.
Who else did? There was Josh Pate was
Pat
wrong
McAfee.
again. Pat McAfee, Kirk Herbstreit did.
Shout out to some
Oh,
guys.
David Pollock just retweeted his take on Alabama. He said it's going to be Oklahoma's going to win a close one.
I love that. Well, it's the same. I think Herbstreit said the same thing. He's like, this defense is good. He's like, and I think that they can get it done in Tuscaloosa. So
that blindside block call on Caden Helms needs to be.
That was so dumb.
That is, again, these SEC refs, which I don't know. The Big 12 refs would run circles around these refs. This is pathetic. And it's going to be interesting to see as gambling becomes more mainstream and more important to the overall prospect of the game, if they're going to start having just hiring professional referees that go to school, that have to actually put time in. Because like this stuff changes games. That can be millions of dollars won or lost.
That was to me, that was absolutely insane. It's like, what was he supposed to, like? I don't understand how that was a blindside block.
I love this. Kip Lewis screams at everybody, "You can't kill us." I love as he's running off the field. I love this.
No, but that was a heck of a block by Caden.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. Like, you did your job. That was horrible. That was so bad. And it killed the drive for us. That killed a drive for us. And then we got the stupid PI. Which, here's the thing. People are like, well, he did wrap his arm. To me, that play was no different than the Bowen brothers at Tennessee. It was almost the exact same. And up until that point, there were 2 other plays at least where I feel like you could have called a DPI on us and you didn't. One of them was against Ryan Williams. The other one may also have been Ryan Williams. But there was 2 other plays where we were like, ooh.
Dude, I love Quentin Guillory too, because he does the thing that would make me so mad if I was a receiver. Like, he'll kind of get a little rough with you, and then they won't call it, and he'll just do like the little seatbelt thing. he's so like mouthy and just in a way that I think, he's obviously confident, but you have to be at corner. But he does it in a way that doesn't seem overly cocky or obnoxious. But man, big win. Not really much more we can say right now on everything. It was just, you go into Bama, you beat Alabama again. Brent Venables 2-0. DeBoer has a Venables problem. He might be better. You might be able to beat Kirby Smart, but coming and beating Brent Venables is something he's going to have to figure out how he's going to do, because he's not tried it twice and failed both times.
I just can't believe it. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I get to like watch back all the videos, just happy watching.
I'm going to go. I have so many things bookmarked. I love it.
Here's the thing, and this is where I'm like, I stopped bookmarking things. I will bookmark things, and that's when we decide to lose. Yeah, and then I don't bookmark things, and that's when we decide to win. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I have to remember somebody who, like, from the OU fan base who, like, talk crap to that person, go find them, find the reply, find the tweet.
And Stacy brings up a great point here before we kind of wrap up. But she says all the receipts will be shown. Yes, they will. And I don't think we're not going to have the receipts shown on OU fans talking about firing BV, because I have all my tweets saved where I talked to everybody and said, no, here's the right thing to do. And,
you need your sign right now.
As it pertains to, the sun, just wait a while and it'll come back up. Just wait a little bit. Chad's right. I mean, I don't know.
We need to just bring that sign with us everywhere we go for
you. People want to fire our coach last year, and I'm like, we said it too. I mean, you said it too. It's not more just being facetious or joking, but it's amazing what happens when you have when we didn't even have all our guys, so I shouldn't even say that. But when you're not missing 11 of them.
You're not missing all the starters.
Yeah, like half of them. I am. I don't know. It's just exciting. I know what we kind of feel like all you fans do, but. Any last minute comments on the game that y'all want to throw out there? Any playoff prediction questions, or like kind of what you want to see? Kind of, I guess, ending the weekend. Everyone else pretty much won their games, but
Ole Miss and Florida are in a dogfight right now.
Florida's that team where they're so talented that if you catch them on any day, they could do a lot of. They could cause you a lot of problems.
But then that goes back to the SEC actually has depth.
That's the thing.
Rutgers isn't going to come in and cause you problems.
I'm sorry. I think Florida wins 9 games, 8 games, 9 games in the Big Ten easily. I think you might say they don't beat Oregon, Indiana.
Florida's up 21-17.
Yeah, and I think you might say Florida doesn't beat Oregon, Indiana, or Ohio State. Ohio State's legitimately probably the best team in the country, and they haven't played anybody. They haven't really proven anybody, but they won the Natty last year. They have some of those guys back. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt because they've proven it in the playoff. Even when they
still got to beat Michigan, and they have a Michigan problem.
That's a great point. And Michigan, by the way, how big are those wins they're getting? They're going to be a top 15 team in the country by the end of the year, and that's a big win again for the resume booster. They went and won it. They went and won today. So
here's the thing: OU right now is in charge of their own future.
Yep,
they're in charge of their own destiny. You did what everybody thought was impossible. You went into tennis after 2 losses, back-to-back brutal losses, one of which was at home.
That's a great point. Yeah.
You go into Tennessee, you get a win. Then you go into Tuscaloosa and you get a win. Now you have 2 home games.
I love it so much.
All you have to do is just play your game and you're in.
Yeah. You just do
Like
what.
you just don't do anything dumb.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, really,
That's
you're
been
like
an OU
in
problem
charge.
recently.
You are in charge of your own destiny and your own path. And
That's a great point by
you
Chris.
just can't. My thing is, you just can't rest on your laurels.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You just can't take those and like, hey, we got those 2 wins, so now LSU and Missouri, they're just going to come into our house and roll over. That is 100% not going to happen.
Chris, Giants fan, I agree with every point you made. I don't have anything to add, and I'd just be reiterating all your points if I did.
Right.
So, Chris, Giants fan, great point here. It says we're underestimated. We are, and that's the best place to be. Best place to be, because people find out whenever they play us, they think that every time it's just, go back to the Michigan game. What was? Oh, they didn't want to have their true freshman quarterback throw the ball. It's like, okay, throwing the ball is pretty important in football. They would not play him if he couldn't do that. We didn't allow him to, because we're that good defensively. Go back to Auburn. Go back to all these games where our defense does good stuff, and it's always an excuse, And if it's another C-, D+ game for our offense. They weren't impressive. They didn't establish any real drives. They didn't really make Alabama feel any sort of pressure that we challenge them offensively. And that's not a way to win. We'll unless, depending on the draw, we won't go far in the playoff doing that. We might lose our first game, even if it's a home win, depending on who you draw. Because you've got to be able to, funny enough, in football, you need to be able to score the ball consistently. But it was good enough tonight, and that's all that matters. You get to learn a lot. The best time to learn is during a win.
I mean, our defense has 3 touchdowns as our offense.
Yeah, no, there you go. That's a great way to put it. Yeah, I just, so I am, it goes without saying, we're all excited. It was a big win. We're going to go watch Texas hopefully lose now. Anything else to add, T?
Nope, just happy. Can't wait to watch all these fun videos and memes and all the things that you guys posted tomorrow.
Awesome. You guys rock. Be safe tonight. We will see you Monday for our Senator Smith live show.
We hope all 640 of you guys would join us then.
Yeah, y'all rock. We'll see you.
Boomer.
Boomer.